Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, it is once again time to break out the plate of truth. Stay tuned. For those of you who never met the plate of truth, its purpose is to test different lubricants to see how well they preserve. I have the plate sort of broken out into sections where I can go ahead and apply different lubricants, and then I can put it outside to see how well the lubricants do in a real world environment. Now, this is by no means a controlled test, so I urge for those of you who have some spare time and have maybe a metal plate and a lot of different lubricants to do the same and see if our tests come up the same. So in this test, we'll be testing a lot of the oils that folks have sent me, because I really do appreciate it, and this video is a long time coming. So I have Lucas gun oil, I have Gunzilla, FrogLube, and M-Pro 7. Folks had everyone has sent me so people have sent me these oils to test. Now I need a sort of an everyday ordinary oil to compare it to. So like if you were to go into a gun shop or my favorite Walmart, you will probably find RemOil. So I'm going to go ahead and put some RemOil here on the end and see if these all these exotic oils, lack of a better term, we'll see how they do compared to the everyday RemOil. So what I'll be doing is I have a pack of Q-tips, and I will be applying it, each one to each section here. Now before I start, let me go ahead and put these aside. And this is freshly sanded, by the way. And I've already wiped this down a number of times, but I want to go ahead and, just go ahead and do it once on camera here, just so you can see. But it's already pretty clean. Grab me a cup here so I could throw the used Q-tips away. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. So our first one we're going to apply is the Lucas right here. And let me grab this cup. Go ahead and carefully saturate. Oh, and it's not going anywhere. So what's the deal? Let's see. It could be there's some protectant cover. Yep. Covering this that you got to sort of open first. So we'll go ahead and open that up. Close it back up. Make sure that everything is mixed up really good in there. And then we'll go ahead and apply a Q-tip. I want you to sort of be able to see that I'm not cheating in any way. My hands are a little shaky today, sorry. You know, when you get old, parts just don't work as good as they used to. This stuff is really red. Let me see, can you see that? It's really red. So I'm going to basically saturate this, and then we'll go ahead and apply it. Now the reason why I spaced all these out is because I don't want any kind of cross-contamination, because I used to like fill up every single box on the plate of truth, and then I was accused of allowing oils to cross-contaminate. So just go ahead and try to apply this as good as I can. It's kind of hard, but to get all this perfect. But again, it's by no means a controlled environment. So again, that's why I urge you folks out there to do your own testing and put it here on YouTube, and let's compare notes. Okay, so next is Gunzilla. Alright, so let's try to not make a mess here on my table. So what I'm going to do is just dunk this whole thing in there. Saturate it really good. Now the way that I'm trying to get the equal amounts out, I'm basically saturating the Q-tip until it can't hold anymore, and then that's what I'm applying. So that's sort of the way that I'm sort of trying to give each one an equal chance to get the most on the plate here. Again, this is not perfect. I'm not claiming it's perfect. Alright, so we got a nice thick coat. Putting nice thick coats this time. You're probably not going to apply it this thick onto your guns, but I'm giving each lubricant the best chance it has to protect and do its thing. Oop, where's the cover? There we go. Gunzilla. Okay, next, FrogLube. The nice thing about FrogLube here is that it's safe to eat. It's probably the least dangerous, probably the least amount of carcinogens and all that good crap. Even though, you know what, I failed to say something here. Gunzilla is made of natural stuff too, where it's non-hazardous. We'll get back to that here in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to play really thick coat. Now, I have done Gunzilla before, and it actually did pretty good. I was very surprised. It looked like it wasn't doing good. It sort of got a little bit rusty, but it wasn't really rust. It was just sort of this stuff just sort of changed color or something. Really did something weird. But it really did an outstanding job protecting. But the big thing about this FrogLube is that it's non-toxic. And when I had done that last plate of truth, someone or several people came to me and told me that this Gunzilla has been around before FrogLube, and it too is non-hazardous. It's natural, made of plants also and everything. So if you're looking for environmentally friendly products, both of these, take a look at them. Okay, next is M Pro 7. Someone sent me these little test packages or trial packages or whatever you want to call them. Okay, this might be a little tricky to apply, so I'm going to try to saturate it like that. Get as much as we can on there until it's like dripping off. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and put the M Pro 7 on here. I know, this video is like watching glue dry. Not very exciting, but this is one of my more popular things I do here on my channel, because you have a lot of people pitching products on YouTube, but you don't have too many people actually testing them in this fashion. Okay, last but not least, get some good old everyday RemOil. We'll saturate a Q-tip there. And we'll put the RemOil on here. Okay, so there's no chance of cross-contamination. These guys are spaced out really good. I basically saturated the Q-tip with each product. Put it on. You know, even after all this safety of trying to get this as equal as I can, someone's going to say that I did something wrong. And you know what I say to that person? No, not that. I say, do your own test. So I can go ahead and criticize some little fine point too. Alright. So there we go. Next thing we will do is put this guy outside. So come with me outside and we'll set it up where it's going to sit for a couple of weeks. So here's where the plate of truth will sit. I carefully placed it here without touching any of the oils. Just sort of held the plate down here, place it down here. It's fairly level. And, you know, it's under cover here, so it won't get any kind of direct rain on it, but it's going to get the humidity and moist air. It's going to get hot and cold night and day. It gets as cold right now as like 30 degrees at night, 30, 40 degrees, and it will get as hot as about 60, maybe even 70 degrees while it's sitting out here. It will remain here until we start seeing some results, some changes. It's a comparisons. Today, the day that I'm doing this video, is December 2nd. December 2nd, so it's still before the end of the world. And we shall see. So, which one do you think is going to do better? We could have some fun with this in the comments below. If you make a comment, go ahead and sort of write in there which product you think will win. And we could add a little bit of fun with this also, so it's not just watching paint dry. So again, you can choose the Lucas Gun Oil, Gunzilla, FrogLube, M-Pro 7, that little demonstration pack, or the very common everyday RemOil. Now this RemOil did go through some changes. It now has this VCI, and it has, what's that other crap it has in here? It has Teflon. So it's been getting updated over the years. So this is, I probably bought this within the last year, so it's a fairly current one. They have this moisture guard, rust preventative, so they sort of keep up with the times so they can compete with all these other products. So there you go. And what I'll do is probably in about a week or two, you know, once I start seeing any kind of changes and everything, I'll go ahead and do a quick video. You can sort of see where it's sitting. And then after maybe, I don't know, about a month or something like that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up with our next test here of the Plate of Truth. So thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and you. And I hope you have a great evening. Take care.